watching. We are watching TSM versus Team Liquid, and Team Solomid did pick up that game one, and we should have a really, really good game going. Definitely no big smash down from last game. It was a really close game for the whole time, so I'm expecting another great showing from both teams, and I'm thinking that it's going to be pretty epic. What do you think?
I'm thinking Skin to win because we do have Blitzcrank and Cho'Gath and Nunu looking pretty good, but we also got that Jarvan, Nocturne, and Annie, so it's pretty dead even there on those skins. Why aren't you Twitch? Now you make me sad.
Because you picked Twitch.
Aw, but I like conformity. Anyways,
No.
and away we go. So, I am now heist and hidden, but yeah, game number 2, Premier League, National ESL with ColbyCheeze, FourCourtJester, and guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, great, you already know. Otherwise, you're watching it on the stream, and we do appreciate the support. Everyone coming out and about to support your favorite teams and listen to us talk our mouths off, because that's something we do in specialty, isn't it?
Yep, definitely. And so both teams have pretty strong level one. But overall, I actually feel that Team Solomid does have the stronger level one if they were to actually engage in this. But who knows? It could be close. If Blitz gets a grab off here early and picks up a first blood, then it's going to be really bad for Team Liquid. Team Liquid's going to go ahead and go stand in this bush and try and pick somebody off who's going back to the lane. I'm thinking, nope, never mind. They're just kind of running around. And, oh, Annie really far behind, but I don't think she's going to have to worry about it. The funny thing here is that last game, they really lost that map control. Not only did they not have the wards last game, but they didn't have that clairvoyance. This time, they actually decided to pick up that clairvoyance, so they learned from their mistake, and they don't want to lose out on that map control from not having it.
I could not get over this Blitzcrank skin. It is looking really nice.
Definitely. And now I want to go ahead and say something real quick about this level 1 fight. If you'll notice where Team Liquid went, that's actually a very strong part of the map for the team to go hide in, because they generally don't know that they're there. They'll usually ward around the golem area to see if anyone's hiding in those bushes. And what they want to do is they want to go jump out and gank the person doing the blue. For Team Solo Mid, though, they're actually going to do the same thing they did last time, which was go pick up the other team's blue golem. And I think that Team Liquid actually learned from that last game as well. And they're just going to do the same thing, pick up Team Solo Mid's blue golem. So it's going to be kind of a trade overall there. And no one's really going to lose out on that jungle.
Yeah, definitely going to have Odd One take this blue, but I mean, we already do got that trade going off. Nocturne should hopefully do a little bit better this round with that blue safely in his hands, but they did split that experience a little bit, so yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So we're probably going to be seeing this Blitzcrank and Tarek roaming around for each other, as we do got Vladimir taking on Ashe in the middle, but here comes that Tarek from top. He took that boots first off, so not even any kind of magic regeneration. A little bit of harass going down, bam. It's just going to be really trying to keep down Reginald again, which we saw last game. I mean, it was 7-8 minutes in, and he was really underfarmed in that regard, but yeah, he bounced back from it pretty decently.
Yeah, definitely. Now, the only thing here I have to say is that it's going to be a lot harder to harass Reginald due to the fact that he is playing Vladimir, and that's just going to make it to where he can stay in the lane and stay high health. If he does lose some HP from harassment, he's just going to use his Q spell a few times and be right back up to full health. So it's going to be really difficult for Tarek to harass, not only due to that fact, but because he can just pull right out of that stun. So he's probably going to have to put his efforts mostly on this Corki here, who, once again, it's hard to actually kill a Corki because he can get that stun off, but Corki can also jump backwards, making him a little bit closer. But since there is a double stun, it's going to be really hard for him. As you can see, he's already taken lots of damage. He's only level 2, so he doesn't have a lot of HP, but he's already going to be forced back out of his lane from that. So he's going to have to be really careful. I think that's where most of the harass is probably going to be centered around, is with that double stun up top. And not only that, but here we go with double roam with Xpecial and Nunu coming up to try and do a little bit of gank on Annie. Unfortunately, since K-Hawks actually had to go back, they're not going to be able to get as safe of a gank off there.
Well, they might be able to turn it around because they do got that ward over by What's Up Chan, and they are going to come into here. There could be a very big deficit here. Oh, big damage going, but there goes
so close. He did flash right over the wall. Oh, very nice. Good job, Nocturne. Being able to pop his shield and block that little grab from Blitzcrank, and he's actually going to get away. No, he's not. Xpecial picking up a first blood. Almost dying to the tower, but not quite. And taking Ash down quite low as well. And he did come all the way from top lane, and they're going to try and pick up another kill on Odd One. Odd One is going to go down with that blue buff, transferring it over to Annie. Perfect thing for Annie to pick up. And so, wow, really good play overall so far in this game. It's turning out to be exciting from the get-go, and I'm ready for it to just get even more exciting from here. What do you think?
Well, as soon as I saw Annie burn that ghost, like, well, they're definitely committing to hero. But, I mean, we were able to funnel the Nocturne right into Reginald, who went right up to Ash, no fear whatsoever, was able to pick up that first blood. So the double first bloods going down, one from each team. But Odd One losing that blue and all that extra time in the jungle, he's not going to be around. Definitely going to be hurting him a little bit. You can see the clairvoyance in work here, as we do got that clairvoyance down by the red lizards, and they're going to be trying to keep a better eye on him. But yeah, both junglers going down for the first bloods, and that's really gonna, yeah, it's good that you can kill the enemy jungler. That's a really big deficit that they got to come out of. But to kill both junglers at the same time, it's almost like, you know, they're kind of do a little bit of a reset. Up top, however, we do got that roaming Blitzcrank. He's gonna punch the little girl a little bit, and she's in her prom dress and everything. Chaos gets stunned, and I don't think she's going to get out of this, which means that blue buff's going to be going to somebody here, and likely it's going to be that Chaos, as it did see that Xpecial intentionally not grab that kill. So a blue buff for Chaos means he's going to be able to clear these creeps a little bit quicker, not to mention keep Annie down, and keeping Annie down is something that you really want to do, is she can start spiraling out of control at, you know, somewhere decently down the line if she can get enough of those kills going.
Yep, definitely. And so we got two blue buffs going on for Team Solo Mid, both on Corki and this Blitzcrank, which is going to help his roam out a little bit. He's going to be able to keep popping his W, although it would have been nicer on somebody else, but it's still nice that he has that picked up. They did a pretty good push here. It looks like Chaos pushes his lane. He's going to be able to go back, buy some items after getting that kill on Annie. And like you said, it was a really good move by the Blitzcrank to stop attacking and actually let Chaos pick up the kills, because, of course, you want your Corki to get fed. It really doesn't matter as much if the if the Blitzcrank gets fed at this point. So, oh man, another gank going on Ash, but she does have her flash. She's still going to take a lot of damage, and she's going to have to be careful. She might actually have to back at this point. Yep, there you go. She is going to go ahead and get out. And so, if you look at the scoreboards real quick, you'll see that bottom lane is just farming like crazy nonstop. 2 tanks. No one really wants to go down there and gank at this point, so they're just going to get free farm. We're going to see some really strong tanks this game, and they're probably going to be half carries themselves at some point, just due to the fact they are free farming. And they're not really even, it doesn't even look like they're actually harassing themselves that much. They're just kind of letting themselves farm. So we'll have to see how that turns out.
Well, it's kind of hard to gank those very tanky heroes. I definitely know that a little bit from experience, but it is not impossible at all. But Rain Man, I mean, he's using the strengths of Cho'Gath here very nicely, picking up a lot of CS, and as I said, really not that much harass going down from either party. So they kind of just respect each other at this point, but we do see a little bit of a difference in items. I mean, Rain Man went with that Dorn shield, whereas we do got the cloth armor there for Jarvan. So definitely a little bit of a change up there in the items, at least off the bat. We do have Chaos. He picked up that second Doran's Blade, and now he's going to be using that blue buff as much as he can just to harass this Annie out of lane, because she doesn't really have any kind of way to regen that health at all. So she will be forced to get someone to cover, go back to town, or she's going to have to, you know, force a gank very soon just to keep Chaos in check. But we do see a lot of roaming going around. Blitzcrank is going to find this Taric. Taric is going to get hit, but it's not going to be a kill. It's just a friendly love tap from your neighborhood hot rod, because man, I just cannot get over that skin.
Definitely. And I guess once again, looking at the creep score, you'll see that there are 3 people keeping up really closely in creep score. Both Jarvan and Cho'Gath just neck and neck on that, and Reginald farming really well, so as Vladimir. And Ash is actually trailing behind just by about 10, and then the rest of them are just kind of picking their way up, but not nearly as farmed as the rest of them. So overall, everyone is doing really well on the farm. Not seeing a whole lot of crazy games going on other than that original one, but overall this is so far a pretty close game. Only 1 kill behind Team Solo Mid, actually, just that 1 behind. So
no, Team Solo Mid's 1 up.
Or sorry, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah, no worries.
I just see the T. Oh no, but Ash actually getting a great arrow off on this Blitzcrank. He flashes out and he probably will get away. I believe he still has his shield. Does miss his grab. So overall, nobody. Oh, but Ash might actually get taken out. I don't know if he has his ignite up. Or his ult. Nope, he does not. So he was not able to finish that off, unfortunately. Oh, no! But look at this Nocturne jumping in, picking up the kill on Reginald. Great job by Nocturne. That is what Nocturne is good at. And flashes over the wall, gets away safely, and pretty much even now at this point.
Yeah, that definitely brought it back up. So no longer behind. I was a little. Oh no, Tarek going down to the silence from Rain Man as 15 ability power says what? That doesn't say what much of anything. But yeah, we did grab a kill there onto Tarek. Ash did get to town, although she did have to hoof it the entire way. Now this is a game of Odd One getting a kill there.
Oh, no! Look at that! So nice ultimate by the Odd One. I don't believe that the cold spell actually grabs the tower aggro, so he was able to get that to full health, and the Nocturne just knew he had to run, and it just didn't matter because there was a Cho'Gath there to feast it. So.
No worries whatsoever. So Odd One even picking up a kill there in the mid. Jarvan forced to come up from bottom. He's going to be taking over this lane as Reginald comes back with that Kindle Gem as well as the Ionian Boots of Lucidity. That's quite a handful to say, but it's basically the cooldown reduction boot. So he's rocking a good amount of cooldown reduction, 25% right off the bat. The Kindle Gem, yeah, a little bit of extra health. And what's that going to turn into later? Shirelia's or something else?
No. He's going for the... I can't remember the name. It gives you health back more whenever you.
Spirit Visage?
I can't remember the name of.
Spirit Visage?
Yeah, Spirit Visage.
There you go. I got your back, Colby. No worries.
Yeah, I don't remember the names of things. I just know how it works. I just call, like Pantheon, I'll call him, Loincloth Man, and we got...
Loincloth Man? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Shirelia's. Yeah, definitely not going to be Shirelia's. There's mana regeneration on that.
Yeah, it's Vladimir. Vladimir always picks up Spirit Bitches, generally. So.
Just like Mundo, or just like...
Yeah, exactly, because
Shen,
all of it give him life back, for the most part,
Warwick,
his Q and...
Tankwick, yep.
Yeah, exactly. So.
No worries. So yeah, we went from 2-2 when we had that score update. Now it's 4-2 as we picked up 2 extra kills there in the mid. Now we were mentioning a little bit about Flash coming into play as we watch Rain Man take some harass from this double lane now. But 9 of the 10 players in this game have Flash, Colby, so we're going to be seeing a lot of flashing around. It depends if anyone even took those utility specs. We're going to see even more Flash running around and improved Flash and fun stuff like that. But a lot of mobility. Mobility in these games is one of the kings of the gameplay. Map control and mobility will win you games. Does not really matter how else everything goes. Oh no, what's going on?
Oh, it looks like Nocturne uses ultimate. Didn't even jump on anybody. I think he was... I don't know what he was thinking, to be honest with you. But down bottom, we do have a dragon being picked up by Team Solo Mid, and they are getting that uncontested. They have 4 of them down there. There's no way that Team Liquid wants to contest that, otherwise they would have just lost people. So definitely good for Team Solo Mid picking that up and getting ahead. So already coming out ahead once again. So Team Liquid's going to have to pick it up if they don't want to lose yet again another game.
Well, yeah, they do need to tie this up if they want to bring it back. So, again, just looking at Heart of Gold here, it is 1 patch behind. 27 armor is going to be sitting there nicely, which means we're going to see a lot of the American play style that got nerfed this patch, which is, stacking up those Hearts of Gold, those Philosopher Stones. I don't know what Annie's doing lost in the forest, but she's going to find that Nunu, Nunu does not want to go with that. Oh, wow,
he actually flashed to avoid the ultimate, which he didn't even really need to do. I don't think that he would have died to Annie. I don't know. Actually, he isn't that strong yet. He doesn't have any tanky items, so it's possible he could have. He really just didn't want to lose that Oracles. He did pick up an extremely early Oracles, and I think he's just going to play extremely safe, and it's fine. Oh, Ashes, did you see that juke on that grab? She just juked just right in the amount of time to not get grabbed, and otherwise that would have picked her up and they would have killed her. So that was actually a good move.
Well, there's 3 of them there in the mid. This double roaming is definitely working a little bit. Annie forced to go back up top. Chaos again just doing his thing, farming like a boss. What is he up to? 84 creep kills. We still got 93, 97 on Cho'Gath. And Vlad, what's going on in the mid, though?
Looks like Reginald almost got picked up there. Both of them are very low, and he almost baited enough just to get the... Oh, yes, he does! He flashes in with his ultimate, uses his Q just in time, and picks up a kill on Nocturne. Very good play by Reginald, man. Just completely baited him out there. That was amazing. And they might actually be picking up this tower. I don't think that they have any chance of stopping them. Reginald just kind of zone them out while they pick up the tower kill. So, yeah, TSM just showing how skilled... players they have on their team just playing very synergized. Nunu with that such an early oracles, keeping himself alive, complete map domination. So man, you can really see how that type of gameplay is just keeping them in this game. And man, Team Liquid, I feel bad for them because Team Solomid is just they're playing their A game right now.
They definitely seem like a very coordinated team. They definitely know what they want. Again, we don't really see a lot of those impulses that we sometimes do see on some of the lower tier play. It's just like, oh, okay, I see an opportunity, I'm going to go for it. No, it gets shot down. Everything here is cool, cold, and calculated, and it's working out really well for them. Just taking a quick look at bottom, I do notice that really the bottom and top lanes have not moved basically at all. Like with all these ganks, a lot of the action centered around that top river, around that mid tower, which is now gone. I mean, Team Liquid's not going to be getting that back at all. But Rainman doing a great job farming up against Jarvan. Look at the Rainman though, 2,600 hit points at 15 minutes into this game. He has those 6 feasts up. He's been eating those creeps at a fairly regular interval. Even when Tarek does come down here for those that extra pressure, they don't really dent him. Yeah, you just saw him take a piece out of Psy 17 there. But we got Blitzcrank finding them with Reginald. What's up?
Man, that just barely gets away. Nocturne dying once again. Wow, he's just in all the wrong places. 4 deaths already. Only person on the team with more than a death. And so I'm sure he is really not happy with himself right now. I know that that can be very demoralizing when you're the only one on the team doing, when you're only one on the team dying that much. But at least he's not worth as much gold right now, I guess. So another thing that I do want to mention. Have you been looking at, if you want to push up tab and look at the scoreboard, you notice that Cho'Gath and Jarvan 4, they're literally the same creep score almost this entire game. And so they're just very neck and neck on that. But overall, it looks like Team Solomid is way out farming the other Team Liquid right now. 3 of them above 100, whereas only Jarvan is the only one above 100 on Team Liquid. So not only is Team Solomid right now about 2 towers ahead, there are 4 kills up and way much higher on the farm. Nocturne trying to jump in here and get a kill on Chaos. He may be able to do it, and he pops a roll. Yeah, he's definitely going down. Great job on Nocturne's part there. Special probably going to die as well with Ash keeping him slowed. So, oh, wow. I thought he was going to try and do some kind of crazy trick there, but it didn't work out. Reginald, knowing that he needs to get out of there, and... Oh, no! Just get out! Bog's teleporting. What was he thinking? Gonna give up that double buff. And, oh, man, that's got to be frustrating right there. I don't know what Reginald was thinking, man.
Well, he was he was up that
hill.
hill.
The only reason you would do that if you were trying to, bait someone. I don't know what he was thinking.
Well, he was up the hill. He figured he was out of sight, but do you see the clairvoyance that went down on him? They clairvoyanced him, and it's like, oh, look, he's still right there. Bam, arrow. No problem. Oh, that is a big miscalculation on his part, and that could be a big turning point here for this early game. We might have been on our way to a 20-minute surrender, but we just picked up 3 kills in exchange for that tower down south that Rainman just picked up. But 3 kills for a tower, I mean, that really brought TL back into the game a little bit there.
A little bit, I'd say, but the fact that they lost 3 towers now and they don't have any towers, while 3 kills is nice, towers is what's going to win games, and towers not only give the entire team experience, they give the entire team gold and more map control. So those 3 things right there are going to make this extremely hard for Team Liquid now at this point, because they don't have a tower to fall back to if they start pushing. And TSM is not only going to that, they have much more gold from those towers and from farming, but that's kind of how I feel about it. It's going to be really difficult for Team Liquid to come back at this point. If they can make TSM do more mistakes like that, though, and get late game, past the 30-minute mark, then they actually might have a chance of winning it. So they're just going to have to play really smart and at this point and not lose any more towers. That's the only chance that they have at this point, I believe.
Now Rainman has finally left that bottom lane. We are going to find the jungle. Nocturne, he's going to be trying to jump out of here. Rainman really wants to take a bite out of him, but no, we are going to be forced to burn that flash as Tarek and Andy are going to come. They're going to find Chaos. We are going to get that stun off, and we got the absolute 0 go down for odd one, and that's going to be a kill for Rainman there on top of Ash. Another great kill for TSM. Andy again getting caught out as well. Rainman's going to grab that kill, and now Reginald's going to try his best to take out Gizmo, who's forced to burn that ultimate. He might get out of this. I don't think they're going to jump. No, he is. He's going to flash. He's going to pick it up as Jarvan jumps on top of the team, trying to sacrifice himself for that Tarek. Now, unfortunately, both sacrifices were definitely taken. And now look at this poor lonely Nocturne as he was the
Oh my
only
goodness. So
survivor.
TSM just playing so well, and Team Liquid is just falling apart rapidly at this point, and they're just TSM just showing that they are just way on top of their game. I mean, look at the plays that they're making, just flashing out at the perfect timing, baiting perfectly, being at the right spots, map control. They've got 3 towers down. They've already picked up 2 or 3 dragons at this point.
Another one going
Overall,
down.
I have to
Yep.
say that TSM they just really brought it this today. So Ash coming in, hitting a
Oh. It's the
not
Nunu.
really,
It's the Nunu. Oh no, we're gonna jump in anyways.
Oh, he does flash out, so Nocturne's ult is down, Ash arrow down, so they're gonna have to be careful. Oh, he does get grabbed! Flashing out though, so very close. Smash Gizmo almost died there from that grab, and I think that Annie's gonna have to be careful. She just got feasted, but she's not gonna get away with her flash. And yeah, just TSM just unstoppable. Rain Man, look at this. Oh wow, they're just there goes the surrender boat.
Oh really?
Yep.
Surrender.
We got 2 guesses. No. Goodness.
We saw Blitz go down, but just unstoppable damage. I mean, when that Ash arrow came down, if they'd hit anyone except that Nunu, might have been a different story, except the Banshee's Veil on Nunu eats that arrow, no problem. Then we were able to grab that Taric. He had to burn that flash defensively to get out of that. Did not work whatsoever since more of them died. And now, look at it. We're up, 3 towers. We still have all the towers standing for solo mid, and it's 15-6 with at least 2 dragons under their belt. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 2 dragons because they keep talking about when it is next dragon. So we've killed 2 dragons, and right now it's very overwhelming for the team solo mid. I mean, the creep kills are looking really good for their favor. And we're also looking at the items. We're looking at the kills. Jarvan is sitting now 0. He was 0-0-0 because he didn't leave that lane. Now he's 0-2-0. All that farm not really seeming to help him out whatsoever.
Yeah, he's doing well, but at the same time, I did mention to you that the tanks are going to be kind of turning into the carry since they are being allowed to farm so much. And so if you push tab and you look at the score, you'll notice that Cho'Gath with a score of 504, and yes, he's definitely carrying this game like a boss.
Oh, what are you doing, Ash? What are you doing? I think she gave
up.
Oh
my goodness!
She was just standing there.
I believe that Ash is just she's she's trying to say hello and make a peace offering, but
didn't do anything.
TSM not ones to take peace offerings, more of a brutal Viking type tribe, and they say no, we will not take your peace, but we will take your face and eat it. And that's what happened.
Yeah, it was a disconnect.
There's a disconnect. Yeah. That's kind of what I thought happened there.
All right, Jarvan, he's going to jump right over to X Special. He's going to try to get that kill, but he's right there in front of Odd One. Odd One's going to get off a lot of damage. Is going to grab that kill on Smash Gizmo. That snowball of his doing good things. Jarvan not going to be coming away with a kill at all. And look at Annie and Nocturne just running away at this point. 5-on-4. We're going to lose another tower, and nobody here from Team Solo Mid going down at all.
Goodness. Yeah, so at this point the game's pretty much over. Ash did disconnect, but it really didn't matter. The Team Solo Mid just completely snowballed on to Team Liquid. After those 3 towers went down, had some amazing plays there in the middle of the game as well. Ganking Ash really well, getting higher up on the farm, just shutting them down in basically all aspects of the game. Map control, farming, CS, ganking, everything. So TSM definitely deserves their win today. They played very well. And I think it was definitely a good match, though. Although it wasn't a complete shutdown at the beginning, it just, obviously these type of matches, they will snowball quickly, and that's kind of what we saw happen here.
Both games we saw like those early kill advantages come out from solo mid, and then when the respawns are going down, they just charge down to this dragon and pick that up. It was basically identical timing for both games, because they keep telling me the time for the next dragon, and I think we're off by... we're off by 11 seconds, like compared to last game. So very consistent timing when they do coordinate those kills to the first dragon, and that is the beginning of the snowball for both games. It has a very nice and practiced feel to it.
Now I almost feel like Ash rage quit there.
Maybe,
I don't think she's having a connection problem. She's definitely not coming back. And I just saw SCY said, I guarantee last game wasn't my fault either, and I'm not voting yes till the Nexus dies.
Alright, so it's going to be dragged out to the bitter end, but
to the bitter.
I don't think really any kind of snowballing here on TL could help them. And you look at Sai right now, just try to go toe-to-toe, not working at all, has to get out of that, and now it does look like a cluster of 4 here in the mid, but we did take out that inhibitor. So these beefy creeps are definitely something to keep in mind. I mean, 3,100 hit points on that, what do you even call this thing? This upgraded catapult, I suppose. I mean, the only thing that could beat that in health is Rain Man, and he's 3,400.
So yeah, the super minions do come out when you kill an inhibitor. Not only that, the other minions get stronger. I don't know, a lot of people don't actually realize it, but it'll make the other lanes creeps have like, I think like a little bit more HP. If you look at the buff on them, it takes no, actually you don't see the buff on them, but
I see what you mean,
have
though.
A little bit of extra health and
yeah,
whatnot.
4,500, 45 extra hit points on those little minions.
Yeah, that's probably it.
445 to 400, no other discernible difference. But hey, every little bit helps, right?
Yeah, it'll basically what it does, it just causes your lane to snowball a lot easier on the other team. So so this game will be ending shortly. And once again, for those of you who did miss any parts of the game, wants to see the first match again, we will be putting these up on our YouTube channels. One of them will be up on the youtube.com/the FourCourtJester, and as far as my channel, I will be putting up one of them. It's going to be youtube.com/ColbyCheeze with a Z, not an S.
Yep.
So thank you guys for coming out and watching. We are ending up around 8,100 viewers right now, and this game is just kind of coming to a close. TSM just finishing everybody off
in style.
Everybody getting eaten by that Cho'Gath there.
Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Definitely not reconnecting to the game whatsoever. Yeah. But I think we could all agree that, I mean, it might have prolonged it a little bit, but it does look like solo mid, very practiced, very well done, kind of baiting and ganking their strategies. Definitely working very well here up against Team Liquid. So we will see Team Liquid again sometime in the future. And yeah, we will be having this stuff on YouTube in the high quality def stuff. So, I mean, we do throw a lot of our National ESL cast there as well as the other casters. I mean, I got Kara up on mine. We're going to have Freak up there as well. And, you know, whoever we cast with is going to come up with us. And National ESL will spread like wildfire across the esport competitive scene of League of Legends.
So, gems are truly, truly outrageous, but did not help them win this match. However, it was very dazzling.
Very dazzling indeed, Tarek. Thank you for that. But Colby, definitely a pleasure. 2 games down, so solo mid going to take that 2-0 here in the Premier League. And we do got some stuff coming up as well. We got Game of the Week tomorrow, and that will be Counter Logic Gaming against IOV, whose name I now... Infinity over something.
I'm not sure either.
Infinite. IOV is the game, is who they're playing. And then we got you and Freak on the major series on Saturday.
Yep, definitely. Freak and I did do our first cast together last week, and it worked out quite well. So I'm excited to see the matches. Hopefully, more than one game this time. You know, last time there was a lot of teams that kind of dropped out and decided to play on another day. So we probably should see a bigger turnout this Saturday. I am looking forward to it. So definitely share with your friends. Tell them to come watch the stream live. Tell them to come watch the YouTube channels. We're going to have all of those up. Check out nationalesl.com. Let me see. Your Twitter, I believe, is also... What is your Twitter? The FourCourtJester, is that right?
Just FourCourtJester, yep.
FourCourtJester, not the, sorry.
Yep.
And then you can also check me out on Twitter, ColbyCheeze.
With a
Z. What?
With a Z, yep.
With a Z, yes, definitely. And I definitely I Twitter whenever I'm doing videos and things of that nature. I also do guides and other commentaries as well. And so, yeah, definitely thanks for coming out and watching the National Esports League tournaments tonight. And do you have anything else to say?
Well, I think I'll be making an appearance tomorrow night with Caution, our EU pro, and we're going to be watching Counter Logic Gaming. So, guys, if you liked what you saw here today, we're going to be doing it again tomorrow night, same time, same place, same stream. So, you know, get the word out there. You can also hit us up on Twitter. We will be doing a lot of tweeting about when and where you can find this kind of stuff. And, yeah, thanks for coming out, guys. Thanks for sticking to it. Sorry about that first stream of choppiness, but the YouTube will definitely make up for that, and I hope everyone has themselves a great evening. So Colby,
definitely.
Thanks for streaming, dude. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, it was fun streaming with you, so I'm going to go ahead and wait 4 minutes, and I'll
Sounds like
turn
a plan.
this sucker off. Yep.